Today, our 5th grade class, we're going to talk about 3 things: mode, mean, and median. So usually when we talk about these things, we talk about averages. So does anyone know what mode is? Zach?
The mode carries the most.
So the mode carries the most. So if we look at, here's an example. So we have some students here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students, and they took a test with the maximum of 10 points. So here is their scores. Alex got a 7, Bria got a 10, Cal got a 7, Dave got a 7, and Aaron got a 9. So if we want to say we want to look for the mode of something, we're looking for what again? What are we looking for?
What occurs the most?
What occurs the most. So it's almost like the fashion or the trend of this. What number showed the most? So Asia, what would you say would be the mode for these test scores?
7.
7. And why do you say 7?
Because there's 3 sevens.
Very good, right, because there's 3 sevens. 1, 2, 3. So this number 7 shows up the most. So that's your mode and your most, right, Zach?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So that's your mode. How about mean? Any idea what mean is? When we talk about averages, what do we think the most often? When we say, I want the average of these test scores, what is it? What comes up in your mind the most often? Any clue? So Asia, if I said, can you give me the average of these test scores, what would you normally do?
Don't you add them together and divide by the number?
Right.
There are?
Right, so that is the mean. So that's the most often used average that we see. So we would add up these numbers. And so go ahead and here's a calculator. Why don't you add these up and then divide by our number of people, and we'll get our mean score. So we talked about mode was 7. Now we're talking about mean. And what mean? You got a mean of 8. And Zach, is that what you got?
Yep.
All right. So in this case, we got a mean of 8. So that's a little different than our mode. Yes.
How did we get that again?
So how did we get the mean? All right. Asia, can you tell me how did we get this 8?
We added up 7, 10, 7, 7, and 9, and then divided it by 5 because that's how many there are.
Right. Good. So that's how we got it. And so when you add these up, what do we get? Can you add those up again? Zach?
40.
So this was a 40. And then we took 40 divided by the number of people, which Asia, you said was what?
5.
5. And then that's how we got our 8. Very good. Okay, so that is our mean. Now let's talk about median. Any ideas on what median is? You look like you have a little bit of an answer. What's your guess? So it's not the adding and dividing. It's not the common number, because we already talked about those.
Oh, the number in the middle.
The number in the middle. So Zach, can you come up here and show us how would we get that medium number?
Okay. So I usually just try to order them all together.
Okay, so you can go ahead and rewrite it over here or on this paper here.
Nail down. So 7, 7, 7, 9, 10. So from least to greatest.
Okay, so how do we get the middle now?
So first you got to cross out the least, and then the biggest,
Mm-hmm.
and then keep doing that until you run out of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So we do this, but there's no number in the middle. So you have to take these two and find the
So you
The
took
mean.
these two out, and then these two out. So actually, there's one
Oh,
in the
yeah.
middle, right?
Right.
Right. So in this case,
Never mind.
our median is 7. So in this case, our median and our mode matched up, but our average or mean did not. Okay, so let's try another experiment. What we are going to do is, we are now we work for Arts Bead Company. And they have machines that make beads in different colors. So we want to make sure that these machines are outputting the same amount of colors in our exercise. So what we're going to do,
Ooh.
got some cups here. And I'm going to put these beads. This is for you. That's for you, yep. Okay. Here's our beads that as our sample from our machine. And what you're going to do is pick out a color that you're going to do, count them up, put all the colors in the cup, put the color and then the number of beads in that. So let me give you both the marker. Why don't you go ahead and do that? Let's do this first. We've got blue. And how many blue do we have?
11.
11. Then the next color, we have a yellow. And how many of the yellow?
Wait.
Recount.
8.
8. Okay, next color.
Orange.
Orange. And how many of the orange?
7.
7. Okay, next color.
Purple.
And how many of the purple?
12.
12. Okay, and is that final color? Pink?
Yeah.
And how many?
11.
11. Okay. So let's work with mode first. So mode, Zach, you had said was the most.
The mode occurs the most.
So for this one, what do we want to say is the mode? Any guesses? Asia?
11.
11. And why is that?
Because it appears twice.
It appears twice. So we have pink and blue. So in this case, our mode equals 11. So that's this number and this number. Okay. How about you both get your calculators and let's calculate the mean.
11, 8.
And you can double check and make sure you have your math. Asia, what did you get?
I got 9.8.
You got a 9.8.
Right. Just didn't sound right.
Zach, so that is what you got too?
Yes.
A 9.8. Good. So we have a 9.8, and what we're going to do, we'll just round up to get our whole number. So we're going to make this a 10. So we've got a mode of 11, a mean of 10, and then now we want to calculate our median.
Mm.
Okay? So who wants to try, how about Asia, why don't you try doing median? Let me get a piece of paper here. Down. Okay. So let's go ahead and do what you need to do to figure out your median. Don't get confused by this part. Okay, you wrote your numbers in sequential order from smallest to largest. All right. So our median is 11. So that actually in the same here matches our mode. Pretty good. Thank you very much. Okay, now it turns out that one late shipment of colors came in. So our numbers need to change because we forgot to add in the greens.
It's a lot of green.
So if you guys can add it up, these greens up. If you want to add them separately and then just add your two numbers together, you can do that.
I got 23.
That's 15.
23 plus.
That's 40.
Okay, so we have 40 green beads.
Whoa.
Now let's see, what about the mode? So our mode before was 11, right? So this is our mode. Our mode was 11. Now that we've added the 40 in, what happened? What happened to our mode?
Nothing.
Nothing happened. So our mode stays the same. What? Right? Because the 40, and we still had our two 11s. So that stayed the same.
Oh.
What happens if green had changed to become 12? So instead of a 40, what if our green was a 12? What would happen to our mode?
Would the mode be 11 and 12?
Correct. So we would have two modes, 11 and 12. All right. So how about the mean? Can we calculate the new mean here? So with our 40, 11, 8, 7, 12, and 11, what is our new mean?
14.833333.
You have to round it.
14.8.
So our new mean is 14.8. Okay? And how about our median,
Wait,
Asia?
I have a question
Yes.
for the mean. Do we have to round the mean up? Because for the 9.8, we rounded up to 10. Should
Yep.
we round 14.8 to 15?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Let's do that. So let's round this one up also to 15. So our mean was 10. We threw in these greens, and now our mean went all the way up to 15. So we've got our mode of 11 still, our mean now of 15, and how about our median? What happened to our median?
It didn't change.
It didn't change? Okay, so let's add in a 40 here. So if we take out our different layers, we take out our 7, our 8 and our 12, and in the middle are two 11s, so correct. Our median is still 11. Let's say that the president is going to ask you for your calculations and how you got these calculations. So in this case, if we said 15, but then he looks at his numbers, he might say, well look, none of these machines actually created 15. Why did you get 15? So 15 might not be the one that we want to give. Yes, Asia.
The median. Wait. Oh yeah, the median.
Or even the mode, because they're both the same. So in this case, the number that I would give would be 11, because not only did pink and blue actually create 11, but that is the median and the mode.